And now, your first Alert 5 weather.
Things might be quiet here in southern Colorado, but northern Colorado, that's a different story. Severe thunderstorm warnings out now for Weld and Adams counties, and we're still looking down here in Arapahoe and Douglas counties where we have some pretty strong storms. They're not severe at this hour, but anywhere you see the shade of pink here on the background, that is a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 p.m. this evening. We do have a couple of light showers that are just starting to get going here in northeastern El Paso County, in between Highway 94 and Calhan, and also down here near Fountain. But other than that, the rest of southern Colorado is pretty quiet at this hour. All the action remains up north. Right now in Colorado Springs, its current temperature is 84 with a couple of light cumulus clouds out there in the background. Down south in Pueblo, a little bit more difficult to see those clouds, but they are there, I promise you. Current temperature is a very, very warm 91 degrees. I was looking for the word and just couldn't find it. Even for La Junta, I'd have to find an even stronger word, and unfortunately the verbal of my SAT was not that great. 75 for Monument, 69 for Woodland Park. Don't laugh for Woodland Park at this hour. So here's the action on the visible satellite. You notice that things are mostly clear, and I like this graphic because you can see the snow-capped mountain peaks here, and any of the motion that you see is some cumulus clouds starting to develop. Very light, very fair weather at this hour, and we don't have anything that's blossoming. You can see like here in Kansas and Nebraska. That's where we have the severe thunderstorms and really strong thunderstorms, and all those are associated with a cold front that's draped anywhere from Winnipeg right down into our backyard, and it's going to be moving here over the next couple of hours. Really interesting on the water vapor loop, though, you can see here the jet stream, and it's not hard to delineate here as it comes down into the northern Rockies and then pulls back up into Canada. But ahead of this is where all the severe weather is. Behind it, that's where we start to get into some colder temperatures, and just look at the highs. Now they're still coming in at this hour, but you can see anywhere from the Springs and Kearney where we had temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Lower to mid 50s in Montana. Now I don't think we're going to get that cold for afternoon highs in the Springs, but the temperatures will be dramatically colder. So the forecast for tonight, the cold front will continue to push on through. As it does so, we're going to cloud things up during the overnight hours. The chance for light rain showers does exist during the overnight period as well as early tomorrow morning, and also strong north winds coming in with the potential also for an upslope effect that could cloud things a little bit more for tomorrow. Now tonight, we're going to keep all the action to the north. The front slides on through, and as it does so, we start to cloud things up during the overnight hours. And look at that, we have the upslope effect here right up against the Raton Mesa as well as the wet mountains, generating some light rain showers for early tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon as well, the winds start to shift towards out of the east, and that'll create another upslope effect. I think we'll have a mix of sun and clouds by late in the day, but we're still going to keep in that chance for some light rain showers. Now, as far as those wind gusts are concerned, watch tonight, because anywhere you see a shade of green, that's 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts. Blue is 30 to 40 or 15 to 30 miles an hour. So as that comes through during the overnight hours, 3, 4 o'clock, that's where all the moisture gets pushed up first down south. And then for the afternoon, the winds shift direction, and then they start to push up along the I-25 corridor in the wet mountains and the eastern range. So for tonight, or I should say for tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will top off into the mid-50s for the Tri-Lakes area. Lower 60s for us here in the Pikes Peak region. We upped it a couple of degrees, but it's still going to feel pretty chilly in comparison for today. A mix of sun and clouds throughout the day. A slight chance for an afternoon rain shower anywhere from Canyon City up towards the higher elevations toward northern El Paso County. But I think for the most part, the atmosphere is going to be too stable, and we're just not going to get anything out of this. And just look at these numbers. 60s, 50s out on the eastern plains. You actually have to go towards Alamosa for the 70s, and even Durango, where they'll top off at near 80 degrees tomorrow. Not quite the story for us. Tomorrow's going to be a cold one. 62, again, the word cold relative, but 62 for tomorrow. We're going to start off with mostly cloudy conditions, a good chance of rain for early in the morning, but also again later in the day, more of a lesser chance. Down in Pueblo, we're going to keep that chance in for the afternoon hours. 65 for you. We start to warm things up on Monday and Tuesday as that front moves on through, and also that low up in Canada continues to push off to the eastern half of North America. Yeah, we're talking continental about this thing. That's how big this trough is. Monday and Tuesday, we start to warm things up in Canyon City, 70s, eventually 80s. Another slight dip in our temperatures for Wednesday, but things start to stabilize by the time we get to Thursday and Friday by the end of the week, and under a ridge of high pressure, and hopefully we can start to get some more summer-like temperatures going on here.